Welcome to the ARMANITALKS YouTube channel. I'm your host, ARMANITALKS. In this channel, I'm covering communication skills for you to level up your way with words, become much more articulate. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about the life of the party. Roughly around when I was 24 or 25, I had two roommates. One roommate was a very serious guy. You could say he was a hardcore introvert. And the other roommate was a hardcore extrovert. Whenever we would go to parties, I would notice the introvert, he wouldn't say that much when he was by himself. But when the extrovert was there, suddenly the introvert became talkative. The thing with the extrovert was that he did not mind being the butt of all jokes. He had this habit of going to parties and getting drunk. And you could tell that this bothered the introvert. The introvert would often talk bad about the extrovert to me. Be like, yo, Armani, man, how come the extrovert, and by the way, I'm not going to give these guys names in today's episode. I'm just going to say introvert and extrovert. The introvert comes to me and is like, Armani, how come the extrovert is always getting drunk? Doesn't it piss you off? I said, not really. I actually find it funny because whenever he gets drunk, he does a lot of dumb stuff and I think it's funny. The introvert says, well, I don't find it funny. One day, there are a bunch of people that come to our place and the introvert is pretty much lashing out at the extrovert and is like, you did this dumb thing when you were drunk. You did this dumb thing and this dumb thing. And the extrovert is over here laughing and other people are clearly laughing at him and he's soaking it all up. He's loving the attention. And the introvert is also getting some laughs as well as he's over here making fun of the previously drunk extrovert. And you could tell this is somewhat weird. They have this dynamic that entertains the audience, but only when the extrovert is there. I've seen situations where the extrovert guy wasn't there, and the introvert, he has nothing to say. That's when he's super quiet. And that's when I've noticed that this guy, the introvert, his entire personality rests on the fact that the extrovert exists, especially that the extrovert's antics exist. And whenever you pull the extrovert away, you could tell the introvert appreciates the extrovert more because this extrovert is the life of the party. A lot of people who are the life of the parties, you'll notice that they are perfectly fine with being the butt of all jokes. Heck, that's their battery pack sometimes. They like when close friends and family make fun of them, but not outsiders. If an outsider makes fun of them, then you'll see this person who is normally really good at taking jokes suddenly become sensitive. But when this person considers you a friend or a family member, suddenly you could poke fun of them from multiple different angles, and you start to notice that this person is a powerful social presence. Whenever the extrovert was not there, that's when the introvert would start to become a completely different personality. He didn't seem as though he was enjoying himself anymore. And that is when I realized the power of being the life of the party. I'll be real. I wouldn't say I'm the complete life of the party. I know how to play that role, but for me, it's a role that I'm playing and it becomes exhausting after a while. Where certain people, that is what they were born on the planet to do. You could put them in a group of 2 people or 50 people. They just find a way to be somewhat silly to make others laugh. So if you know someone who is the life of the party, then you need to appreciate them because without them, it's not fun. And if you actually want to see something like this in a live demo, here's what I would recommend. Watch this one interview of Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley on Oprah. Initially, it's Michael Jordan who's being interviewed, and you could tell everything's kind of stiff. Michael has a very stiff personality. He knows how to play that role to sometimes crack jokes, but for the most part, he's a very stiff and proper guy. And then Michael Jordan, eventually he has to introduce his new wardrobe. And there are a bunch of models walking in with his clothes. And that's when Charles Barkley is one of the models. Charles Barkley is the surprise guest. He sits down and he completely takes over that interview. It's the interview where Charles Barkley is wearing this baby blue Michael Jordan jumpsuit, and you will see the difference in their personalities. Soon as Charles Barkley comes into the interview, the entire atmosphere changes. You could tell from that dynamic, Oprah, Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, Charles is the life of the party, and from him, Jordan and Oprah get their energy. So appreciate the life of the party because they have a powerful social presence that you only feel once they leave the room. If you enjoyed today's talk and you want more insights like this into social skills, be sure to check out my Charisma King ebook. Within this book, you will learn much more about how to be more entertaining, even if you're an introvert, how to talk more, how to ask better questions, plus plenty of other bonus sections that I'm not going to mention here. I will let you check out the book and discover these bonus sections for yourself. To grab a copy, scan this barcode right on here. Or if it's not working for you for whatever reason, go on ARMANITALKS.com, hit shop, and grab your copy today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll catch you next time.